going on, everybody? It's Lagswitch here. We're going to be playing some Dark Souls 3. As you can tell, I'm playing as the most OP class in the game. The Knight class. It doesn't require any armor at all. Doesn't really require any skill. It just requires you to be OP as fuck and as annoying as possible. There we go. We don't need to play on the best settings, because fuck that. We don't need the game to be beautiful. We're just trying to show you the majority of what you're trying to do. But in all reality, it's because my fucking computer's a piece of shit and doesn't want to record it when it's running at high quality games, you know. High quality games. Now this is a very important item over here. You're gonna need it to be as annoying as possible in the game. Gotta be OP, you know. Pick up that Titanite shard. That's gonna get your weapon up to plus 10. Nailed that launch attack. Good thing I got those fucking iframes, otherwise that motherfucker over there might have killed me. Because, you know, the Deprived doesn't really start off with a whole... I mean, the Knight class starts off with a lot of health. Obviously, as you can see, in the top left corner. Now, what we're coming up on is the first boss of the game. We're gonna be able to take him on with the stick that I started off with. It was left on my grave. And it's gonna really help us beat him. He will never see what's coming. You gotta remove this sword, because we're a doctor. And once you do that, he's gonna become your best friend. See? He's gonna thank you all politely like. This is his way of thanking you, by the way. You have to duel him. That's what he's all about, obviously. Look at that damage. We're too OP for this boss fight. Now, don't let him grab you there, otherwise he's gonna hug you to death. He's got them sweeping attacks that you really want to watch out for. See? When you get behind him, you get that backstab in. It does double the damage. As you can see on his back, he has a bit of an infection. That's what he gets for sleeping around with too many women. He gets angry when you mention his past life, though. He doesn't like it all too much. You stagger him down, though, you can really lay into him. See, he was about to eat me there, but I'm not gonna let him do that shit. And you get the coiled sword right there. That's the most OP weapon in the game. You can't use it yet, though, because we're a complete piece of shit. You always want to go ahead and light that bonfire, though. Those bonfires are real nice. They'll give you that Estus flask, and you'll learn the gesture. We didn't rest at that first bonfire, though, because we're not a bunch of pansies. Opening the door. Prim's so strong, he can open these giant-ass doors, though. And as you can see, his loincloth pretty lit right now. That just goes to show that his pain. Now over here, though, is probably the best weapon in the game. You're always going to want to pick up a broken straight sword. We're going to go ahead and equip that right now. Obviously, the broken straight sword. You get that swing, though. That's how you confuse the people. It looks like a club, and then you swing on them, and it turns into a sword. Now get ready. This sword's about to do about 1,000 damage. Obviously, super powerful. These guys don't know what to even hit him. You really want to watch out for this archer right here. He can shoot right through his pal. Won't affect him, but it will really affect you if you're not careful. See? About 1,000 damage right there for that backstab. Like I told you, it's a pretty powerful sword. This next boss that we're going to take on, though, this guy's name is the Master Sword. He's a pretty good sword fighter. He knows how to fuck you up pretty quickly. See, we didn't even stand a chance against the Master Sword. Reading this bullshit about an ocelot who gives birth to a cat. I mean, I would, if I wanted to. I could do it. See, though, in terms of killing that boss, there's a real trick to it. And what you're wanting to do is, you're going to want to bring out your club, which is actually the most powerful weapon in the game. And then you can go beat them. You just bludgeon these guys to death with your club, and they'll easily fall down and give you their soul for eternity, because you are the Satans. There's a little bit of a hidden thing back here. Supposed to be part of the new DLC, but I hacked the system, and now I have access to every single thing in the game. And if you're really wondering, yes, it is the puppy dog that just ran off the cliff. Go ahead and drink your healing juices, though, and pick up your ember. Now, when you use the ember, a cool thing happens. You catch on fire. And yeah, it somehow gives you more health. Do you see that guy down there? Now, here's a little bit of a secret trick for all you newbies to the Dark Souls. You get a really cool thing. If you sneak up on this guy that's standing on the cliff, you sneak up on him real nice and slow, and you can get this trick if you can do it properly. It's really simple. All you have to do is kick him. Now see, I did not kick him, therefore I will not get the secret thing. And there are no redos on that. He does not spawn back whatsoever. He is a one-time opportunity, so you better kick him when you get the chance. We'll go ahead and try again, though. My kicking technique is mastered. Nailed it. There we go, see? That's what you gotta do, though. And you just run in here. And we're about to get to the really awesome bonfire. Always gotta jump, do the superhero landing, though. Now see, our most OP weapon in the game, we put in the fire. And then it becomes supreme. The bonfire is lit. We're going to have a good time. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed all my awesome techniques and tricks. And just remember, you are only as good as you can be. Bye-bye. I wish you'd pound my ass like you pound that metal.